Most new authors aren't stuck because of lack of talent. They are stuck because of these 3 mistakes. I have made them all, and once I have fixed them, everything changes. Let me save you the years of confusion. So, mistake number 1, you're overthinking your ideas. Waiting for the perfect idea before you start. You keep rewriting and outlining, or even praying and asking God to start this project or to start this next book. You have a lot of ideas in mind, but you don't know what to do. So, overthinking delays obedience. When you overthink so much, it will delay your time because you're not putting in the work, you're not putting in the effort to make it come to reality. So clarity doesn't come before action, it comes through action. Once you take that actionable step, everything will flow smoothly. And I noticed that in my book business. When I trust in God as a child of God, God always come through for me. He always make everything fall into place. And that's how my ideas starts to flow. That's how clarity starts to come through the actions that I have that I have provided once I obey, right? So obedience is better than sacrifices. Just remember that. So start with an idea that won't leave you alone. Idea that always stick towards you. Have you ever think about an idea that you always think about, not even get rid of the idea because it's still inside of you? That is God opening that door for you to expand that idea, and that idea will never leave you because it's part of your calling. It's part of the purpose that the Lord have placed inside of you. He have prompted in my heart, so he's prompting in your heart to start that idea, to take that next step, to take that leap of faith. So writing messy on purpose is better than waiting for the perfect time and being perfect. You don't have to be perfect in order to start. Just take that leap of faith and just be authentic as you write. And you can just brainstorm, because brainstorm really helps me get my ideas flowing. Clarity comes later. Once you brainstorm, process your ideas, write them down on a piece of paper, on however you want to write it down, in your notebook, in your journal. That really works to get your ideas started. God doesn't reveal the whole plan at once. He reveals the next step. In Jeremiah 29 verse 11, it says, "The thoughts I think towards you, saith the Lord, the thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Mistake number 2 is self-doubt and feeling overwhelmed. You might question your voice, your calling, or whether your story even matters. It's not good to question your worth. I have done it before too. And what really helps me, God reminds me of who he is. So he could remind you of who you are in him through Christ Jesus. But self-doubt steals momentum. Overwhelm leads to paralysis. What if I'm not good enough? What if no one doesn't like my story? What if it doesn't matter, right? But you matter. Your story matters to make an impact in people's lives. But focus on one assignment at a time. You don't have to focus on many things. You don't have to feel overwhelmed on focusing on so much stuff at once. Projects, just focus on one step at a time, and you can set actionable goals. Set a start date till 4 weeks from now, right? So that's setting an actionable goal, and you'll work towards it because you have set that realistic goal, that is accurate, that's precise. So setting an actionable goal that will help you thrive in your author career, in your author journey. So replace self-doubt with structure, simple steps, not perfection. I have done this before. It's okay to not be perfect, because what matters is that God is perfect inside of us, and you don't have to be perfect. So just take one step at a time. Take one step of progress at a time, so that way you can process, not focus on the perfections, the details, and all that stuff, but focus on the process. Right? God didn't call you because you were confident. He called you because you were willing to thrive as an author. You are willing to build. You're willing to innovate. You're willing to create. You're willing to start processing and to start creating your books that will lead towards a greater impact in people's lives, that will lead towards story that people will be amazed by your story. People want to hear more of you now, the story that you have created, because it shows value through your stories. Because being an author doesn't shape who you are. Your story that shapes who you are, right? Your story matters, and people want to hear your story by just taking that step. That first step will lead to breakthrough. That first step will lead to opportunities. That first step will lead to clarity. So take that actionable step and walk bold and confidence and take control, right? You're in control of your actions, the action that you take. You're not in control of the outcome, because God is in control of the outcomes that we take. We are in control of our actions. And then mistake number 3 is comparison. You look at other authors' successes, their numbers, their launches, and you feel behind and you feel discouraged because you look at what people's doing in their life, and they're making success, and you feel discouraged. Now you feel behind because you see what people doing, right? But this is why it's a problem, because comparison disconnects you from your own assignments. Once you start looking at what other people do, you actually start to draw yourself away from what God is calling you. So it's really important to focus on your assignment, focus on what God is calling you instead of focus on what other people is doing that might you. Instead of measuring yourself to others, measuring yourself to other authors, just be inspired, right? Just get inspiration from them, because at the end of the day, that will help you once you get that inspiration from other people, like other authors. You don't have to compare yourself, but inspiration will work to keep you going, to keep you being motivated, to take that action today, right? So stay focused on your obedience and taking that actionable step and walk into your calling. Don't focus on the outcome. Yes, the outcome will get you results, but at the same time, once you take that next step, once you take that action, and once you focus on the action more than the outcome, everything will start to fall into place. And that's when the outcome will become your results. Once you put in the work, once you take that leap of faith, and everything will start to fall into place and everything will become clear. So don't focus on the outcome. Focus on the obedience, right? The obedience is really important. Obedience is better than sacrifices. So if this spoke to you, comment down below clarity today, okay? And if you're a first-time author feeling stuck and you need guidance and from letting go of confusion into clarity, I have a checklist link down below that will help you from letting go of confusion into your God-led clarity, into your God-given purpose. That will help you move forward with confidence and God-led clarity today. Thanks for watching.